Hey, sixth graders, this is your physical changes summative. You should have written your name at the top as well as your period number. The first part of the test is all about the three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. It says circle the correct word for each state's shape and space. So you are going to think about the shape and space or volume for each of the three states. And we use these words: definite, meaning doesn't change, or indefinite, meaning changes. So for solids, shape, is it definite or indefinite? You are going to circle which one, definite or indefinite. For amount of space that a solid takes up, or volume, you're going to circle definite or indefinite. Then you need to think about liquids. What happens with a liquid shape? Is a liquid shape definite or indefinite? How about a liquid's amount of space or volume that it takes up? Is that definite or indefinite? You should be circling whichever one you think. Last state of matter is gas. So what is the shape of a gas? Definite or indefinite? Circle one. How much space does a gas take up? Or what is the gas's volume? Definite or indefinite? Right now you need to double check that you have circles for each shape and amount of space for each state of matter. Go ahead and pause to do this. Press play when you're done. Alright, the next part of the test asks you to draw the particles for each state. So you are going to pretend that this is a container or a box. If you put a solid into this box, what would the particles of the solid look like? Go ahead and draw your particles for a solid now. The next state is liquid. What do the particles look like in a liquid? Again, pretend that this is a container. You're pouring liquid into the container. What would the particles do in the container? Go ahead and draw your particles now. The last state is a gas. If you put gas into this container, what would the particles look like? Go ahead and draw your particles now. Press pause to complete these three boxes. Press play when you're done. The last part of your first page asks you to start thinking about physical changes that we've talked about. It says circle the best answer. You are going to complete this sentence, which says, during a physical change, matter, and you are going to pick one. Matter changes or matter stays the same. During a physical change, matter either changes or stays the same. You are going to circle changes or stay the same, whichever one you think. What happens to matter during a physical change? Changes or stays the same? Press pause to make your circle. Press play when you're done. You should be on the back side of your test. The back side talks more about physical changes. It says draw a line to match the physical change with a picture. So right here you have three pictures. Here you have three types of physical changes. You need to draw a line to connect the change with a picture. You should only draw one line for each change. So here you have solids changing to a liquids, changing to a gas, solid changing to a liquid, liquid changing to a solid. What does this picture show? Shape change, state change, solubility. Go ahead and draw your line now. The second picture shows sugar being poured into water and then dissolving. Sugar dissolving into water. What is that type of change? Shape change, state change, or solubility? Draw your line now. The last picture says matter looks different. So it's a person ripping paper. Ripping paper. What type of change is ripping paper? Shape change, state change, or solubility? Draw your line now. Press pause to look over this section of the test. Press play when you're ready to move on. You're almost done. This is the last part of this test. It says circle the correct type of change. So in each of the 4 sections, you see a picture and then an explanation. You are then going to circle what the picture is showing. Number 1, melting popsicle. So here's a popsicle and now it's melting. What type of change is melting a popsicle? State change, solubility, shape change, or chemical change? Circle the answer that shows melting a popsicle. The next picture is someone cutting a watermelon. Cutting fruit. Which change is cutting fruit? State change, solubility, shape change, or chemical change? Circle the best answer now for cutting fruit. The next example is burning wood. So you have a campfire and the wood is burning. What type of change is that? State change, solubility, shape change, or chemical change? Circle the correct change now. The last picture says dissolving salt. If you poured salt into water, what type of change would that be? State change, solubility, shape change, or chemical change? Dissolving salt. Go ahead and circle the best change to represent dissolving salt. That is the end of your test. You can replay this video to hear any instructions that you might have missed. Good luck!